An Indian origin politician shakes up New York politics. So, who is Zohran Mamdani? What is his brand of politics? And what are his chances in mayoral elections of New York? Let's get started. Well, a 33-year-old politician who has just done the unthinkable in New York City. He stunned the political world by defeating former Governor Andrew Cuomo in the Democratic primary to become NYC's next mayor. And if he wins the general election in December, Zohran Mamdani could become New York City's first ever Muslim mayor. But who exactly is he and why is everyone suddenly talking about him? Let's break it down. Starting with his background, Zohran Mamdani was born in Kampala, Uganda on October 18, 1991. He grew up in Uganda, then South Africa, and eventually moved to New York City. His family is truly global and deeply influential. His mother, none other than Mira Nair, the acclaimed Indian filmmaker behind international hits like Salam Bombay and Monsoon Wedding. And his father, Mahmood Mamdani, is Ugandan born Indian Marxist scholar well known in academic circles. Zohran became a US citizen in 2018 and just 2 years later he was elected to the New York State Assembly from Queens. That's right, from immigrant roots to public office in record time. Now talking about his politics. Zohran is not your typical American politician. He probably calls himself a socialist. He's part of the Democratic Socialist of America, the same group supported by Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. His politics is very progressive and very bold. In the assembly, he championed debt relief for New York's struggling taxi drivers. He fought for fare free public transport. He blocked the construction of a polluting power plant in his neighborhood. As a mayoral candidate, he's taken it even further. First, he wants rent control in one of the world's most expensive cities. Second, he is pushing for free bus services. Third, he is proposing city run grocery stores to fight inflation. And lastly, he wants to raise minimum wage to $30 by 2030, and he is also calling for $65 million in funding for transgender health care.
Thank you, my friends. Tonight, we made history. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. My friends, we have done it. I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City. Today, 8 months after launching this campaign, with the vision of a city that every New Yorker could afford, we have won. We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. One where those who toil in the night can enjoy the fruits of their labor in the day. Where hard work is repaid with a stable life. Where 8 hours on the factory floor or behind the wheel of a cab is enough to pay the mortgage. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism, to stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors, and to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
Now his competitors are in the race. While defeating Andrew Cuomo, that was a political earthquake. Cuomo is a veteran, a former New York governor, once seen as a national leader in the Democratic Party. Though his career was hit by sexual harassment allegation in 2021, most experts still expected him to win the primary. But Zohran Mamdani, a first-time mayoral candidate, beat him with 43.5% of the vote, while Cuomo trailed at 36.4%. This wasn't just an election result, it was a statement from voters. Mamdani's campaign resonated with young people, immigrants, working class families, people who feel left behind by traditional politics. And now, in the general election, he is up against Republican Curtis Silva and possibly even Cuomo and current Mayor Eric Adams if they decide to run as independents. Now, talking about the challenges that he will face. See, the challenges are ahead, but Mamdani isn't cruising to victory just yet. His critics says he is too radical, too young, and too inexperienced. He has been slammed for past comments calling to defund the police, a highly controversial stance in a city that battles crime and public safety concerns daily. He is also under fire for speaking out against Israel's actions in Gaza, a touchy issue in a city with a strong and politically active Jewish community. So, yes, Zohran has energy, youth, and ideas, but the road to City Hall won't be easy. And then Trump came. Donald Trump has jumped into the conversation. After Mamdani's primary win, Trump blasted him in classic Trump fashion. On his social media, Trump called Zohran a 100% communist lunatic, said he looks terrible, and even mocked his voice. He didn't stop there. He called Mamdani not very smart and took shots at those who endorsed him, like AOC and Chuck Schumer. Trump's word may seem extreme, but they highlight just how much Mamdani's rise is shaking up US politics. So, now what happens next? Well, if Mamdani wins the general election this December, he will make history again, becoming the first Indian origin Muslim mayor of New York City, a Bronx school kid, a son of Indian and Ugandan immigrants, a grassroots activist, and possibly the mayor of the most powerful city in the world. So, from walking NYC streets and quoting Bollywood movies to walking into City Hall, Zohran Mamdani's story is just getting started. And the world is watching. So that's all. Let us know your views on him. And for more updates, do subscribe to the Free Press Journal.